8 big laps for the Strickleys in heat number 1 to kick off tonight's NASCAR Winston Racing Series program here at Star Speedway. Frank Foley on the pole. Robbie Robinson to his outside, Joe Daney. Inside row number 2 as the green flag drops. Even Steven into turn number 1, but Robinson comes off turn 2 with the lead as Foley gets turned around from behind. Foley can't seem to get fired up. No caution flag yet. We're going to put 1 lap on the board, and now we've got caution. Robinson, your leader. Caution on the field. Safety crews head to turn 2 to assist Frank Foley in car number 28. And the full NASCAR Winston Racing Series program here at Star. 1 lap complete, 7 laps to go. First heat for the Strictly stocks back underway. Robinson on the inside, Frazier on the outside, back underway. Carl Tyrone, car 49, lurking right behind your leaders. Robinson pushes up, Tyrone finds the hole, he's your new leader. Here comes Joe Daney, car number 60, Tyrone out of shape. Couple guys, Frazier's up in the dirt, and football Joe Daney takes command of the event in car number 60. Tyrone back on the hammer, he's second. Here comes Robinson around, Frank Foley into third. Frazier a long way to go to catch the pack. Tyrone off the pace. Maybe tire problems. Foley also heads to the pits. It's Daney way out in front. Robinson second. Frazier third. They're about halfway through this 8-lap qualifying heat. Attrition is high in heat number 1. Football Joe Daney in the 60. Robbie Robinson in the 55. Peter Frazier in the 37. How'd you like to make this one sound exciting, ladies and gentlemen? 2 laps to go for Daney. Robinson. And now Frazier. Here comes the white flag. 1 to go in strictly heat number 1. Joe Daney continues to lead. And mercifully, the checkered flag goes. Joe Daney wins heat number 1. Here comes the second place car, Robbie Robinson. And Peter Frazier finishes third. For the Strickleys, 8 laps long. Dale goes into turn number 3 with Sandy Lee and Nancy Lee. Carver on the hammer, on the way. On the brake, Nancy Carver of Epping takes the early lead in the 09. Sandy Lee tucks it into second. Here comes Steve Leclerc. Kevin Langell gets around in turn 4. 1 lap on the board, caution on the field once again. And we're back underway. Strictly heat number 2, Nancy Carver on the hammer. Steve Leclerc fighting back on the outside. The red car set the pace. Here's another red car, Steve Borges, to make it a trio up front. Carver, Leclerc, and Borges. 1, 2, 3. Here comes Jeff Gurley to 4th. Sandy Lee drops back to 5th. Kevin Langell and Ted Gilbert trying to find racing room. underneath. They're halfway home. 4 laps complete. 4 to go. Second strictly stock heat. Nancy Lee Carver, your leader by a healthy margin. Borges on the inside of Leclerc. Steve against speed. And Borges inches into second position. Leclerc fighting back on the outside. Now he's got Jeff Curley to contend with aboard car number 66. Leclerc hangs on to the spot, but Curley hasn't given up. He's a little bit loose off turn 4. Still has that inside groove. They seem to inch out of car number 45 on the backstretch. Now they're dead even. Carver coming down to pick up the white flag. 1 lap to go. Borges continues to run second. Curley now, by inches, has third. Turn number 4, Nancy Carver takes the checkered flag. She'll win the strictly heat. Second goes to Steve Borges. Jeff Curley third. Fourth goes to Steve Leclerc. In the 45, Kevin Lange comes back from that early spin to post the top 5 finish. They picked that one up at the side of the road, but it's leading. Heat number 1 for the Roadrunners. Paul Sweet sets the pace. Chris Jutras on the move. In car number 65, already up to third. Opening the door is Sweet. Taking advantage, Paul Bolio in the 75. Bolio rolling up through traffic and into the lead. In car number 75, Chris Jutras closes rapidly aboard car number 65. Paul Sweet in the 88 trying to hang on to third, but that spot is now gone to James Silva. Jutras to the outside, challenges Paul Bolio for the lead. It's Paul Bolio in front as the caution flies for car number 32, Rick Saul. Chris Jutras on the front row, James Silva. Back underway, Jutras jumps out in front. Car number 65, Chris Jutras from Seabrook sets the pace. Paul Bolio down the inside reclaims second position from Paul Sweet. James Silva looking for racing room in car number 11. Robert Meyer runs 5th. Jutras opening up a good lead over Bolio. Silva trying to close in car number 11. He's third. They're halfway home. 4 complete. 4 to go in Roadrunner heat number 1. To go this time by Chris Jutras, still your leader. White flag, 1 lap to go. Jutras, Bolio and Silva, 1, 2, 3. Say hello to Joanne down there in the front waving to y'all. Our 50-50 girl. Make her day, buy 100, buy 10, buy even 1. Join the 50-50 girl, working hard to make this year's jackpots better than ever in the Star Speedway 50-50. Pay attention to Walter, your ice cream man. Pretty soon, he'll be Walter the Peanut Man once again as the sun goes down. Second heat for the Roadrunners underway. On the break, Stickney on the outside tries to pull ahead of car number 57, Rick Bishop. Bishop, though, holds him off. Bishop has the advantage down the backstretch. Travis Stickney runs second. Dana Sullivan moves to third with the fabulous Ford Pinto wagon. Out of shape momentarily, back underway at the back of the pack. A little bit of smoke now showing from Bruce Chapman's number 6. He's way off the pace. They got their own battle going for the only spot behind the top 5. Up front, Travis Stickney, Rick Bishop. Here comes Dana Sullivan on the outside. Sean O'Dwyer also moving in aboard car number 7. Bishop on the inside. Sullivan way up high. Almost leaves room for O'Dwyer to sneak through. O'Dwyer underneath Sullivan, door to door. They battle for third behind Rick Bishop and car number 47. Still Travis Stickney in front. He's opened up a good advantage at the head of the pack in the Napa car, number 44. They're approaching halfway. O'Dwyer now moves between Bishop and Sullivan. 3 wide momentarily. They straighten things out. It's Stickney and now O'Dwyer with Sullivan on the outside of Bishop in the battle for third. Travis Stickney way out in front. Sean O'Dwyer settles in for second. Rick Bishop still holding off Dana Sullivan in the battle for third with Bob Martell, your 5th place car. Sullivan now looks for room underneath. They touch. Sullivan gets around in turn number 3. Bishop gets straightened out. He continues to run third. We've got less than 2 laps to go. And cautions on the field as Dana Sullivan can't get fired up there in turn number 3. The big bad Pinto wagon finally fires and 96 Star Speedway sweatshirts. Back underway in the second Roadrunner heat. Travis Stickney on the inside. Here comes Sean O'Dwyer. O'Dwyer noses out in front momentarily in turn number 1. Stickney fights back down the backstretch. O'Dwyer by a nose as they enter turn 3. They're coming down to the white flag. 1 lap to go. Door to door they battle for the lead, and now O'Dwyer pulls ahead. Stickney settles into second. He's off the pace dramatically. Something amiss aboard car number 44. Here comes Sullivan charging back from the tail of the restart lineup. He's up to 4th. Closing in on your top 3 cars. Checkers are up, checkers are down. Sean O'Dwyer takes Roadrunner heat number 2. Second goes to Travis Stickney. Third to car number 57. Driven by Rick Bishop. 4th, Dana Sullivan in the oh no. That'll do it for the Roadrunner qualifiers. Matt Scott and J.R. Burrell on row number 1. Mark Patton, Pete Fiandaca, Butch Hurd, Brett Rollins, Bobby Gahan, and Jeff Crowley, your points leader. At your field, heat number 1. Rolls out of 4, down to the green flag. Scott takes the early lead. Crowley gets into the back of Rollins, crumples up the nose of the Ford as they come down to the stripe to start this race. That all happened behind J.R. Burrell. A little bit slow on the throttle as the green flag dropped. Burrell drops now into second behind your leader, Matt Scott, in car number 2. Mark Patton runs third. Butch Hurd on the inside battling Pete Fiandaca. For 4th. Burrell around in turn number 4. Caution on the field. J.R. Burrell gets turned around in turn number 4. And we're back underway. Matt Scott, Pete Fiandaca, here comes Bobby Gahan, car number 50, he's up to 3rd. Butch Hurd on the inside. And Gahan pulls away. To go. Matt Scott, car number 2, your leader. Fiandaca is 2nd. Gahan closing in aboard car number 50. 4th is Butch Hurd. Brett Rollins 5th. They're halfway home as they cross the stripe. Still Matt Scott, the Legal Seafoods, car number 2, setting the pace. The Traveling Man begins to close in on your leader, Matt Scott. Here comes Fiandaca in the 135. Oh, Burrell gets together with Brett Rollins. We've got caution on the field. Rollins around in turn number 4. Bobby Gahan inside Butch Hurd in row number 2. J.R. Burrell and Brett Rollins at the back as we get back underway. Scott pulls back out in front aboard car number 2. Fiandaca now has to fight off Bobby Gahan. Gahan on the inside in car number 50. Fiandaca on the outside, the 135. 2 laps to go. Gahan moves into 2nd, sets his sights on car number 2, Matt Scott, your leader. White flags up, 1 lap to go. Gahan looks for racing room underneath Matt Scott. Let's not to push the issue in turn number 2 through 3 and 4. Final time down to the checkered flag. It's going to be Matt Scott, Bobby Gahan, Pete Fiandaca, J.R. Burrell, and Butch Hurd, your top 5. All right, Louis Michelatis in the 47, Charlie Rose in the 91, Mike Murphy in the M3. 10 laps the distance. 2nd heat for the NASCAR Winston Racing Series Pro Stocks. They're underway. Pat Patton in the 17 takes the early lead. Richard Eaton underneath. The 31 of Ernie Holland. Holland fights back on the outside. That's your battle for 2nd. Eaton with a nose ahead off turn 4 behind your leader, Pat Patton. Holland now on the outside, challenges your leader once again. Danny Bezanson has the 7 car into the picture up front as Mike Wheaton joins the battle for the lead. Holland now around car number 17, and he's your new leader, Ernie Holland in the 31. Pat Patton fights back in the 17. Now he's got Mike Wheaton alongside Wheaton in the A1-3 and landscaping. Car number A1 moves into 2nd. Danny Bezanson now inches ahead of Pat Patton, 17. He's up to 3rd. Patton falls to 4th. Mitch Wendell runs 5th. Here comes Louis Michelatis and Charlie Rose up through traffic from their starting positions at the tail of the field. They're halfway home this time by 5 complete. 5 to go. Ernie Holland Jr. continues to lead. Mike Wheaton and Danny Bezanson closing in on Holland in car number 31. Wheaton now looks to the outside. Now checks down, looks to the inside, sticks the nose underneath Holland. And in turn one, Wheaton is your new leader. Holland tucks it in behind the A1, holds off Danny Bezanson. It's Holland and Bezanson, second and third behind Mike Wheaton, your leader. Mitch Wendell now fourth. Behind him, Louis Michelatis in the 47, then Charlie Rose in the 91. Mike Murphy and Pat Patton round out the field. 2 laps to go, Mike Wheaton. Bezanson now moves up alongside Holland in the 31. The white flag flies, 1 lap to go. Wheaton, Holland and Bezanson, your top 3. Down the backstretch, Bezanson powers by Holland in the 31. Down to the checkered flag, Wheaton wins it. Danny Bezanson second, third is Ernie Holland, followed by Mitch Wendell in car number 21 and the 47 of Louis Michelitis, the rookie. So that's Brian Wood out of Pelham in car number 79 at the tail. The Supermodified heat number 1 set to go green next time around. John Greenhall, Chris Purley on row number 1 with Justin Belfiore and Jeff Horn in row number 2. Horn a winner last week here in Supermodified feature racing competition. Steve Blunda in the 3, Brian Wood in the 79. That's your field, 10 laps the distance. Starter Jimmy Beebe looks him over and lets him go. We're underway. On the break, the outside flies as Chris Purley and Jeff Horn move to positions number 1 and 2. It's Purley in the 11, Horn in the 77. Here comes Justin Belfiore in car number 1 to 3rd position. John Greenhall, Brian Wood, Steve Blunda round out the second half of the field. It's Purley and Horn, then Belfiore 1, 2, and 3. Horn trying to challenge your leader, Purley. Belfiore looks for room underneath the Epping Express. And Belfiore moves to second. Horn fights back on the outside. Still Chris Purley out in front. Justin Belfiore on the inside. And second position, Jeff Horn running close, manages to scrape by on the outside. Horn now second and challenging your leader, Chris Purley. Just past the halfway point, coming around to complete lap number 6. 4 laps to go this time by Purley. Shuts the door on Horn. Belfiore back up to second. Now Horn fights back on the outside, reclaims the runner-up position. 3 laps to go this time by Belfiore. Looks for room. He's got it. And he's your first place car, Justin Belfiore in the 1, your new leader. 2 laps to go. It's Justin Belfiore, Chris Purley, and Jeff Horn. 1, 2, 3. Purley pushes up on the backstretch. Horn sneaks under. White flag. It's Justin Belfiore out in front. Jeff Horn now second. Chris Purley drops to third. Checkered flags up. Horn out of shape. Spins it down pit road. Checkers fly, Belfiore wins. Second goes to Chris Purley. John Greenhall will finish third. Fourth goes to Brian Wood. There's your 5th place car. Didn't quite make it to the checkered flag. That's Jeff Horn, last week's feature winner in Timmy T's Epping Express, number 77. Great action in the first Supermodified heat. Justin Belfiore in car number 1. Your winner. Pay attention to Walter, your ice cream man. It might be last call for ice cream in the grandstand right now. Although you can always visit the truck down behind the grandstand. Paul Richardson and Joe Petro in row number 1 bring the field down to the green flag. Richardson jumps to the front. Petro still in the high groove as Howie Lane looks for racing room behind your leader. Oh boy, smoke pouring from beneath Joey Payne's car number 4. Problems very evident on the Miller 4 and Payne is falling all the way back to the rear of the field. Black flag on Joey Payne in car number 4. Your leader continues to be Paul Richardson in the 85 with Joe Petro Jr. settling into second. Howie Lane in the 97 runs third with George Brothers and Rich Wickham rounding out the top 5. Lane now underneath Petro in turn number 1. Hammering. Howie has the spot. Howie Lane to second. Rich Wickham out of shape. Dirt tracks it through the infield, through the water, and takes dead aim on Troy Breggy, who dodges the Supermodified nicely. 3 laps to go for Richardson, Howie Lane, and Joe Petro Jr. George Brothers trying to close in on Petro in the battle for third. 2 laps to go. The white flag's up. 1 to go. Paul Richardson. Checkers are up. Paul Richardson wins heat number 2. Second will be Howie Lane. Here comes your battle for third. George Brothers chasing down Joe Petro. He's not going to get there. Joe Petro Jr. finishes third ahead of George Brothers. John Janot, please turn the track lights on. John Janot, please turn the track lights on. Thank you. It's Raymond on the outside, trying to take the lead away from Duncan Miller. Robbie Rose in car number 3. Dave Delaney in the 11. Here comes the rookie Jay Sands in car number 63. George Baldwin in the 44. Oh, Delaney out of shape up the top turn 2. Gets it back underway. Duncan Miller still your leader. Rookie Barry Raymond Jr. runs in second. Robbie Rose closing in aboard car number 3. The traveling man, Pete Fiandaca, up the 4th. Jay Sands, the rookie, runs 5th. Looking for racing room with those narrower wheels. This week is George Baldwin in the 44. Baldwin through the tires. In trouble in turn 2. Caution on the field. Fiandaca in row number 2, the rookie Jay Sands alongside Dave Delaney. George Baldwin at the tail. 10 lap lightning heat. We're 3 laps into it. 7 laps remain. Back underway. Raymond this time keeps the hammer down. Drives into turn 1 alongside Duncan Miller. Miller pushes up Robbie Rose, looks for racing room beneath him. Car number 3 all the way from Tiverton, Rhode Island is up into second position. Raymond takes the position back on the outside. Rose hasn't quite given up. Baldwin now right behind them. The black cars are rolling on the low side of the racing surface. It's still Duncan Miller up front. Robbie Rose and George Baldwin now second and third. 4th now Barry Raymond Jr. with Fiandaca dropped to 5th. laps to go. Next time by Duncan. Miller begins to stretch it out. Now Baldwin tips to the high side of the racetrack, trying to find a way around Robbie Rose in car number 3. 2 laps to go, this time by Miller, pushing badly in the turns. Robbie Rose just can't seem to get close enough to stick the nose under. Now in turn number 2, he touches the back of the 99. Baldwin gets into the rear quarter of number 3. They come down to the white flag. 1 lap to go. Miller again pushing up. Rose unable to capitalize. Baldwin continues to run third. Fiandaca closes in aboard car number 135. Final time through turns 3 and 4. It's Miller, Rose, Baldwin, and Fiandaca down to the checkered flag. That's the way they finish with Barry Raymond Jr. 5th. Your winner, Duncan Miller, in car number 99. On the outside, battles Dave Reel for the early lead. Reel on the inside, Koloski into turn 3, takes the spot away. Reel pushes up behind him, tries to hang on, gathers it back in. Koloski pulls away to about a 5, Kyle Link advantage. Jason McNeil runs third. Last week's feature winner, Paul Matthews, is 4th in car number 51, followed by Bill Sullivan. Real fighting the handles on car number 24. Hanging on to second position. The field stacks up behind him as Steve Koloski pulls away. Oh, Real out of shape just about every time. He comes off turn number 4. That time Jason McNeil also having his problems. Paul Matthews moves by the 5 into 3rd position. Matthews on the move in car 51. Steve Koloski out in front. He's halfway home. Matthews now underneath Reel. Moves into 2nd. Reel is 3rd. Bill Sullivan trying to take 4th position away from Jason McNeil. They touch in turn 2. McNeil out of shape. And back in line in 5th position. Three laps to go for your leader, Steve Koloski. Rutland, Massachusetts driver. One of the all-time greats in the Bud Light Lightning division. 2 laps to go. Paul Matthews in the 51 continues to hold 2nd position just in front of Dave Reel in the 24. Bill Sullivan trying to hold off Mike Barton in that battle for 4th. White flag, 1 to go. And down to the checkered flag from Rutland, Mass. Steve Koloski wins the 2nd heat for the Bud Light Lightnings. 2nd goes to Paul Matthews in car number 51. Dave Reel in the 24 finishes 3rd. Mike Barton and Bill Sullivan round out your top 5. The 45 is Oscar Leclerc. Steve Tatro in car number 33. Paul Melberg in the 0. The 88 is Ken Smith Jr., Donnie Little in the 09. The 99, Clayton Wilson. Mike Lewis in the 3. Oh, way too many cars to get through this field. They're underway. The 28 is Bobby Flanders, Roger Corkum in the 53. Steve Mullins in the 23. George Gibson in the 15. And Ron Sullivan in car number 7. Oscar Leclerc, your early leader. Paul Melberg runs in 2nd. Steve Tatro hung on the outside and falling back. He yields 3rd position to Donnie Little in the 09. Here comes Mike Lewis in car number 3. Up the battle in that lead pack. Still Oscar LeClaire out in front. The OJ's racing. Number 45 sets the pace. Paul Melberg, Donnie Little, and now Mike Lewis. Followed by Steve Tatro in the top 5. Bob Flanders, the Flying Fish, takes 5th place away from Tatro as they touch. Coming off turn number 4. Roger Corkum now rolling in his brand new number 53. Corkum up to 6th and looking for more. Donnie Little, the 09 runs 3rd. Mike Lewis trying on the outside while Bob Flanders looks for racing room down low. Halfway home, 5 down, 5 to go. Oscar LeClaire still out front. To go this time by, still Oscar LeClaire, Paul Melberg, Donnie Little, Mike Lewis, and Bob Flanders, your top 5. Lewis looking out of the high side of the racing surface. He's by Little in turn number 3. Up to 3rd place as the white flag flies. 1 lap to go. Mike Lewis looking for more in the high groove. Moves up the challenge. Paul Melberg, final time down the backstretch. Oscar LeClaire still in front. Melberg shuts the door on Lewis. Little back into the fray. They come down to the checkered flag. It's LeClaire, Melberg, Little, Lewis back to 4th, and Bob Flanders 5th. Good competition, good field of street stocks on hand tonight. Jumps out to the early lead. Tim Kadir shuts the door on Richard Blair. That's your battle for 2nd. Blair stacks up the field behind him as he gets off the throttle coming off the 2nd turn. Here comes Ricky Gilbert as Blair has big trouble. And comes out of it in one piece, much to everyone's surprise. Steve O'Brien, Tim Kadir, now Ricky Gilbert is 3rd. Jimmy McDaniel moves into 4th. Here comes Billy McCarthy in the 39. Gilbert and McDaniel battle for 3rd. Gilbert a little bit sideways with a little help from McDaniel. Now Mark Heavily dives him beneath both McDaniel and the 39 of Billy McCarthy, and Heavelick is on a roll. He's up to 3rd around Ricky Gilbert. The 77 car in big trouble, and we've got caution. McDaniel gets around Heavelick. Has a little damage on the nose with number 65, McDaniel, and the 39 car. Get back underway, the 91 car. Back underway, 7 laps to go. Through the speed and right, turn number 4. Steve O'Brien back out in front. Ricky Gilbert moves on the inside. Mark Heavelick also right there as they drop Tim Kadir back to 4th. Gilbert tries to shut the door. He does on Heavelick momentarily. Pushes up a bit, turn number 4. Down the front stretch, Heavelick with a little bit of rub going on the right right front there, sheet metal on the tire. He runs third. Jimmy McDaniel is fourth. Tim Kadir back to fifth. Right in front of Billy McCarthy. They're halfway home. 5 down, 5 to go. Steve O'Brien out in front. Gilbert and Heavily come together again off turn number 4. Gilbert maintains his second position on the racetrack. Heveling now to the outside, pulls dead even with Gilbert in the 94. Through 3 and 4, Gilbert and Heveling battle for second. 3 laps to go. Ricky Gilbert on the inside. Mark Heveling on the outside, the 94 and the 65. Door to door through 3 and 4. Heveling a little bit loose. Gilbert hangs on to second. 2 laps to go. Out front it's still Steve O'Brien with a lap and a half to go. The second place battle, still a door-to-door affair with Ricky Gilbert and Mark Heveling. Jimmy McDaniel fourth. Billy McCarthy fifth. Final time through turns 1 and 2. Gilbert on the inside, Heveling on the outside. Kadir sideways in turn number 2. Down to the checkered flag. Steve O'Brien's going to win it. Heveling around. Gilbert finishes second, Jimmy McDaniel third, fourth goes to Billy McCarthy, spewing fluid from car number 39, and Mark Heveling recovers for fifth. Steve O'Brien, your winner in car number 58. Dwarf cars, the 8 is Rick Butler, the 55 Skip Trudeau, 73 Kurt Beaumont, the 21 is Dwayne Jarvis. Car number 87, Al Morgan, and the 88, Al Griffin. That's your field in the Dwarf cars. 8 laps for the Dwarf cars. And we're underway. Rick Butler out to the early lead. Second is Kurt Beaumont in the 73. Third is Skip Trudeau. Here comes Jarvis, Dwayne Jarvis, out of Barrie, Vermont. Top contender in the Dwarf car ranks. Still Butler out in front with Kurt Beaumont second. Beaumont now to the inside. He takes the lead away from Rick Butler. Third now the 55 of Skip Trudeau with Dwayne Jarvis running fourth. Jarvis on the inside, takes third away from Skip Trudeau. Kurt Beaumont way out in front. Second is Rick Butler. Dwayne Jarvis is third, followed by Skip Trudeau. Trudeau a little out of shape off turn number 2. Al Morgan runs fifth with Al Griffin at the tail of the field. Halfway home. To go this time by. Way out in front is Kurt Beaumont. Second is the 8 of Skip Trudeau. Make that Rick Butler. Dwayne Jarvis is third. Jarvis now underneath Butler. He's got second. The white flag flies, 1 to go. Kurt Beaumont, Dwayne Jarvis, and Rick Butler. Checkered flag. Kurt Beaumont is your winner. Second goes to Dwayne Jarvis. Third is the 8 of Rick Butler. Fourth, Skip Trudeau. And Al Morgan rounds out your top 5. At the tail, car number 6, last week's feature winner in the Ford, Jeff Crowley. That's your field, Winston Racing Series Pro Stocks, 30 laps the distance. RT starter Jimmy BB surveys the situation in turn 4, cuts the field loose, we're underway. J.R. Burrell jumps out in front. Burrell pushing up high on the racetrack, leaves a groove for Matt Scott to fight back on the inside. Scott in the Legal Seafoods car noses to the front from the pole down to the stripe. Brett Rollins sideways in turn 4, caution on the field. Involved. Caution once again on the Speedway. Let's try it again. Field has worked that speedy dry in on the backstretch. They come off turn number 4 to the green flag, and Matt Scott pulls to the front once again. Burrell up high, leaves room for Ernie Holland to challenge underneath as they head down the backstretch. Holland on the inside, Burrell dives it in deep. Fluid apparently on the Speedway still as Brett Rollins goes sliding off turn number 3. Bobby Gahan also having trouble. Caution on the field. Turn 4, Burrell hammer down. Tries to move to the front. Contact off turn 4 with Matt Scott. J.R. Burrell jumps to the lead. Matt Scott side by side now with Pete Fiandaca into turn number 3. Scott pushes up, shuts the door on Fiandaca. Peter comes back on the inside. Butch Hurd hung out to dry on the outside, gets a little bit loose. Look at Louis Michelatis underneath Gahan, underneath Hurd, and on the move. Here comes Louis in the 47. Peter Doc and Scott get together. Looks like Peter cut down the right front. Caution on the field. Crowley spins behind him. Mike Murphy also involved in the aftermath of that original confrontation between Matt Scott and Pete Fiandaca.
Fiandaca pulls away.
Back underway, Burrell sprints to the lead. Matt Scott continues to run second. Danny Bezanson in the 7, looking for a way around Ernie Holland, your third place car, the 31. Here comes Mike Wheaton in the A1, charging on the outside. Louis Michelatis waiting, just waiting for an opening in car number 47 with Bobby Gahan right on his rear bumper. 5 complete, 25 to go. J.R. Burrell sets the pace. Bezanson around Holland now challenges Matt Scott for that second position. Scott pushes up, shuts the door, opens the door on the inside for Ernie Holland. Holland and Scott get together. Scott's around. Bezanson moves to second. Caution on the field once again. Matt Scott in trouble. Back underway on the hammer again. J.R. Burrell, Danny Bezanson hanging on the outside with defending track champion Mike Wheaton right behind. Good battle for the lead. Burrell and Bezanson with Wheaton right behind. Burrell still your leader with 7 complete. Danny Bezanson trying to take it away on the high side. Mike Wheaton falling back just a little bit. Burrell in a cloud of smoke erupts. Caution on the field once again. Tough break for the rookie, J.R. Burrell. The engine apparently detonating on the 850. Caution on the field once again with 8 laps complete. Bring the field down with Mitch Wendell, Louis Michelatis, Bobby Gahan, and Butch Hurd are right behind. Things stack up in 3. The green flag drops. Bazanson pulls away. Mike Wheaton with his hands full on the outside of Mitch Wendell. The battle is for second behind your leader, Danny Bazanson. Bobby Gahan works the low group. He's underneath Louis Michelatis, trying to get that spot back. Good racing up front, a 5-car battle for the lead. Headed up by Danny Bazanson. Wendell on the inside of Wheaton. He's underneath and in the second spot. Bobby Gahan trying to follow him through. Hang the defending track champion out to dry in the A1. Gahan follows through. He's up to third. We've got caution on the field. Debris in turn 4, the hood off someone's race car. $11 complete, 19 to go. Danny Bazanson with Mitch Wendell alongside. Wheaton's going to return the favor if he can do it on the inside. Green flag drop. Bazanson and Wendell get together. Wheaton finds the room underneath. He's your new leader. The defending track champion sets the pace. Danny Bazanson worried about Wendell. He shut the door on Mitch, but he opened the door for Mike Wheaton to take over first place. Wheaton's your leader. Bazanson runs second. Louis Michelatis is third. Here comes Charlie Rose as Bobby Gahan gets tangled with Mitch Wendell. Everybody scatters. Caution on the field. Bobby Gahan voices his displeasure with the driver of car number 21, Mitch Wendell. Wendell, deemed to be a major part of that altercation by track officials, will be lining up at the tail of the restart lineup. Around in turn 4 once again. Third time tonight. He's been in trouble up in turn number 4. Caution on the field. Everybody backs off as they approach. Back underway. Wheaton and Bazanson touching turn 1. Louis Michelatis on the head wrap the second. Here comes the rookie to challenge for the lead. Things get a little tight near the back of the pack in turn number 1. Mark Patton hung out to dry in the 07. Up front it's Wheaton. Louis Michelatis, Danny Bazanson with Pete Viaduct at 4th, Charlie Rose 5th. They're halfway home. Wheaton, the defending track champion, sets the pace. Louis Michelatis challenges in car number 47 with Danny Bazanson still running strong aboard car number 7.
Bezinson, Biandaka, and Rose. Mike Murphy 6, Ernie Holland 7, 8 is Butchard. Jeff Crowley charging hard on the outside. 9th is Matt Scott, Brett Rollins, and Mitch Wendell fighting for that 10th position. Outside of Pete Biandaka and into 4th position. 2 laps to go for Wheaton, Michelatis, and Bezinson. Charlie Rose gaining on the front 3 as the time runs out. 1 lap to go as they cross the stripe. Still Mike Wheaton out front. Checkered flag, Charlie Rose is charging, but he's going to have to settle for 4th behind your winner, Mike Wheaton. Louis Michelatis and Danny Bezinson. 5th goes to Mike Murphy. He nips Pete Biandaka at the stripe. 7th is Ernie Holland. A1 Tree and Landscaping, James R. St. Jean Auctioneers, PR Barabee Construction Car, the A1. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. How about a big round of applause for your Pro Stock feature winner and defending track champion, Mike Wheaton out of Haverhill. Wheaton in victory lane. Richie Wickham, the 17, Ed Wickham Jr. at the tail. And car number 79, Brian Wood. That's your field, 35 laps the distance. Saturday Night Thunder, the ground pounding, wing fuel injected, super modified division. Field is set and underway. Richardson to the early lead. Trouble, 1 car in the wall. It's Wickham in the 21. Caution on the field. Rich Wickham. Wickham, A-OK. He climbs from aboard car number 21. How about a round of applause? Rich Wickham. Back underway with the 35 lap super modified main event. The headline attraction here at Star Speedway. Don't forget next week NEMA Midgets and super modifieds along with the Pro Stocks and all the other NASCAR divisions here at Star Speedway. Back underway, Richardson once again. Hammer down to the front. Jim Greenhall hanging on to second with Joe Petro third. Here comes Chris Pearley and George Brother. Further back in the field, Joey Payne and Jeff Horn trying to work their way through traffic. A bobble right in front of Payne, and it closes the door for Horn. Horn will have to roll to make it 2 in a row. Up front it's Richardson, Greenhall, Joe Petro, and Chris Pearley. Justin Belfiore now runs 5th with Joey Payne in 6th. Pearley looking for racing room. The Vic Miller 11 dogging the 99 of Joe Petro. That's
championship battle for third. Closing in on that battle, the 1 with Justin Belfiore, the 4 with Joey Payne. Here comes Jeff Horn underneath George Brothers, up into 7th position, headed to the front with the Epping Express. Joey Payne in trouble on the backstretch, slides to the infield, gets it back out on the racetrack. The Jersey Jet well off the pace. He's going to go a lap down. Caution on the field for Joey Payne. Complete. Richardson on the hammer. Here comes Petro. Greenhall holding up the outside groove momentarily. Petro moves to second. Greenhall slides back into third. And keep your eye on the 77, Jeff Horn. Right behind the number 1 of Justin Belfiore. They were 2 of the quickest cars in heat race action. They're 5th and 6th now. Here comes Horn to the high side. Flying in the outside groove. Oh, Richardson sets the pace. Joe Petro on second. Jim Greenhall, Chris Burley, and Jeff Horn complete the top 5. Oh, Horn off the wall in the Epping Express. Jeff Horn crushes the concrete, gets back on the hammer. He's still a 5th place car. Oh, Greenhall together with Burley. Belfiore into the mud, trying to keep that car rolling. He can't do it. Caution on the field. Long, speedy, dry break working to his advantage. Paul Richardson and Joe Petro. Jim Greenhall and Jeff Horn. Row number 3 has Chris Burley and George Brothers. Keep your eye on the Jersey Jet, trying for the big comeback through the field. We're back underway. Richardson, hammer down, pulls away. Petro maintains second as Jeff Horn moves into third. Keep your eye on the Epping Express. Horn on the move. He's brushed the concrete, but still looks like a contender to make it 2 in a row. Here comes Payne, the Jersey Jet Brothers, and Burley get together. We've got caution in turn number 4. George Brothers and Chris Burley come together in turn 4. And yet another caution slows the Supermodified main event. Drops Richardson back out front. Joe Petro Jr. having the ride of a career. He's second with Jeff Horn, Joey Payne, and Jim Greenhall, your top 5. Ryan Wood bounces it off the fence momentarily, pulls to the infield as George Brothers retires to the pit area. Hitting the halfway indicator, next time by Paul Richardson, Jeff Horn, and Joey Payne, both blasting by Joe Petro, who runs fourth just ahead of Jim Greenhall. Here comes Chris Burley. toward the Miller, number 4.
Trying to chase down Jeff Horn. They battle for second behind your leader, Paul Richardson.
Horn and Payne make it a 3-car battle for the lead. Behind Paul Richardson, Horn to the outside, Payne's filling the hole. Let's see how this baby develops. Joey Payne on the inside, Jeff Horn on the outside, Paul Richardson right in front of him. They fall back in line through turns 3 and 4. Horn challenging Richardson for the lead. Oh, Payne's in trouble. He heads down pit road. Caution on the field. Joey Payne, a night full of troubles. Aboard the Gibraltar Financial Services car number 4. Oh, lucky for him it happened at that end of the racetrack. Back underway with 12 laps to go. Richardson and Horn battle for the lead. Howie Lane underneath Greenhall picks up 5th position. Richardson, Jeff Horn, Joe Petro, Chris Purley, and Howie Lane, your top 5. 10 laps to go, this time by the stripe. Paul Richardson in the Bobby Whitcomb Napa Auto Parts, car number 85, the 1994 track champion, trying to hold off last year's championship car with its new driver Jeff Horn. Horn on the hammer, just drives right around Richardson and takes the lead. Horn looking for 2 in a row. Caution on the field. Greenhall in trouble at the head of the front stretch. Back underway with 8 laps to go. Horn and Richardson, and it's Horn. Chris Purley and Joe Petro get together. Caution on the field once again. Tough break for Petro, looking for his career best finish here tonight. Front end all torn up on the 99, just pushed up a little bit. Bumped wheels with Purley, they were both gone. Back underway, Richardson out to the early advantage. 8 laps to go. Let's see if Jeff Horn can just drive around him again. He made it look easy last time. Richardson coming down to the strike with 7 laps to go. Joey Payne in the 4. He's 4 laps down. Keep your eye on the battle for the lead. 6 laps to go. This time by, we'll have 5 more laps. Horn setting up on the outside. Richardson shuts the door. Down the backstretch. Horn bobbles off turn 2. Richardson pulls out to a 2 or 3 car length advantage. Horn quickly closes the gap, but Richardson maintains the lead. 3 laps to go when they cross the line this time. Horn to the outside. Richardson holds him off once again. 2 laps to go. The battle's for the lead. Jeff Horn tries the high side again. Richardson runs him out and keeps the front running position. Richardson in. Horn battle down to the white flag. 1 lap to go. They're side by side. Horn pulls ahead in turn number 1. Down the backstretch into turn number 3 to the checkered flag. Jeff Horn makes it 2 in a row. Paul Richardson finishes second. Third will go to Howie Lane. Jim Greenhall's 4th. 5th goes to Eddie Whitcomb. The Jersey Jet, Joey Payne. 3rd across the line. 6th in the final rundown. In a row to open the 1996 Supermodified racing season in New England. Back-to-back wins at Star Speedway for the new driver of the Epping Express from Hudson, Massachusetts. How about a big round of applause for Jeff Horn? He's got the helmet off. He can hear you. There he is, Jeff Horn. 2 in a row. Couple scuff marks on the right side tires of that car. Jeff took it into the concrete lightly during the middle portion of the main event. Dropped back a little bit, but powered his way around. There he is in victory lane with Tim and Ashley, car owners of the famed Epping Express. Join to the start-finish line, please. That car rolling. Barry Raymond Jr., Robbie Rose in the 3, Duncan Miller in the 99, and it's Jason McNeil in the 5, Steve Koloski in the 80, the 135 of Pete Piandaka. Piandaka makes a spectacular move, 3 deep to move into 4. Bill Sullivan, your leader Raymond gets around in turn number 1. Everybody scrambles behind him, caution on the field. Underway, Robbie Rose to the front. Duncan Miller fights back on the outside. Behind him, Jason McNeil on the inside. Steve Koloski on the outside. George Baldwin showing a trail of sparks from beneath car number 44. Koloski out of shape momentarily. Tucks it into 3rd, looks for room under Duncan Miller. Behind your leader, Robbie Rose. Barry Raymond Jr. in trouble once again. Piandaka through the mud and a quick caution.
alongside Dave Reel in the 24. Back underway. Rose to the front. Duncan Miller hanging tough on the outside. Steve Kolofsky right behind your leader, Robbie Rose in car number 3. Then it's Dave Reel in the 24. George Baldwin in the 44. Rose around along with Kolofsky. Bill Sullivan head on into Kolofsky. Dave Delaney stops with car number 11 to avoid getting into that altercation. Back underway, 19 laps to go. Duncan Miller and Dave Reel into turn number 1. Reel with a half car length advantage. They come down the backstretch. George Baldwin makes it 3 deep. They touch. Reel comes out ahead. Baldwin moves to second. Miller falls to third. Baldwin challenging your leader, Dave Reel, with last week's winner, Paul Matthews, up into third. Duncan Miller runs fourth. Here comes the traveling man, Pete Fiandaca. He runs fifth. Baldwin underneath Reel. He picks up the lead. Your new leader, car number 44, George Baldwin. Mr. Excitement sets the pace aboard car number 44. Reel hung out to dry last week's winner, Paul Matthews. Moves to second. Here comes Fiandaca challenging Duncan Miller. He's underneath, up into fourth position. Miller falls to fifth, followed by Jason McNeil, Barry Raymond, Matt Pepin, Steve Kolofsky, and Mike Martin. Baldwin in the 44 sets the pace, this time by, he picks up the halfway indicator, 13 complete, 12 to go for George Baldwin. Dave Reel now has Pete Fiandaca right on his rear bumper. The battle is for third, the 24 Dave Reel, the 135 of Pete Fiandaca. Laps to go for your leader, car 44, George Baldwin. Fiandaca has that third position. Dave Reel drops to fourth. Duncan Miller is fifth. Up front is Baldwin in the 44. Last week's winner, Paul Matthews, runs second. Then it's Peter Fiandaca, the traveling man. Dave Reel, Duncan Miller, Jason McNeil, Barry Raymond Jr. 9 laps to go. Make it 8 as they cross the stripe. Jason McNeil dives low on the racing surface. He's underneath Duncan Miller and into the top 5. McNeil in car 5, your new 5th place runner. With 5 to go, your top 5. George Baldwin, Paul Matthews, Peter Fiandaca, Dave Reel, Jason McNeil. To go for George Baldwin. laps to go. Fiandaca catches Matthews. The battles for second with just a couple laps remaining. White flags up, 1 to go. Baldwin out in front. Fiandaca falling back behind the second place car. Paul Matthews, final time down the backstretch. Into turn 3, out of turn 4, the checkered flags up and in front with George Baldwin. Second is Paul Matthews in the 51 with Pete Fiandaca third. Fourth goes to Dave Reel. Fifth is car number 5, Jason McNeil. There it is. Your winner, the 44, George Baldwin. Tim Kadir in the 66, car number 7, Ron Sullivan Jr. Bill Bourne in the 79. 56 is Donald Blair. The 36 is Heath Tortolet. And we're guessing after that, ladies and gentlemen. 20 laps, the distance in the street stock feature event. And it's underway. On the brake, it's Oscar Leclerc in the OGs, racing number 45 out front. Steve O'Brien on the high side tries to maintain second. Paul Melberg on the inside takes the spot away. We've got one car up the top, turn number 3 in the dirt. After a lap or two, we'll see if he keeps moving. No, he's not going to go until he gets the caution, and there it is. Mr. Ed, thank you very much. Back underway, Oscar Leclerc sets the pace. Paul Melberg challenging on the outside. Steve O'Brien has his hands full with the flying fish. Bob Flanders underneath. Car 28 moves to third. Jimmy McDaniel, Billy McCarthy get together back in the pack. Oscar Leclerc goes around after contact with Paul Melberg. Caution on the field. Back underway, Paul Melberg. Pulls to the front. Bob Flanders runs second. Here comes Donnie Little in the 09. He's up to third. The field jams up in the middle of the pack. Little rolling on the outside. He's around Flanders into second. Sets sail after your leader, Paul Melberg into 0. Fourth is Steve O'Brien with the entertainer Mark Hebeling running fifth.
Little down to the outside of your leader, Paul Melberg. The 09 on the high side into turn 3 takes command of the event. Donnie Little is your new leader. Mike Lewis looking strong in car number 3. He's battling Mark Hebeling for that 5th position as they complete lap number 8. Steve O'Brien gets turned around in turn number 4. We've got caution. Hey, a 50-50 winning ticket, 5741692, a yellow ticket. The consolation prize, a blue ticket, 6007484. We're underway once again. Donnie Little in the 09. Paul Melberg hanging tough on the outside with Bob Flanders challenging down the inside. Mark Hebeling and Mike Lewis door to door in a battle for 4th. As Flanders slides underneath Melberg and picks up the 2nd position. Here comes Mark Hebeling, car number 65. Hebeling closes in on Bob Flanders in the 28. Melberg not giving up on the outside, still battling Bob Flanders for 2nd position here in the Street Stock main event. We're past the halfway point. There'll be 8 laps remaining next time by the starter stand. Mike Lewis still running strong in car number 3. Roger Corcoran challenging for that 5th position with car number 53. Melberg starts to fade in the high groove. Flanders now runs 2nd with Mark Hebeling running 3rd. Mike Lewis moves to 4th. Paul Melberg drops back to 5th. Roger Corkum, Steve Tatro, Steve Mullins, Oscar LeClaire charging back up through, and Ricky Gilbert, that's your top 10. Mullins makes a move underneath Tatro for that 7th position. Corkum and Melberg come together in the battle for 5th. Donnie Little in the 09, the 28. Bob Flanders is 2nd, followed by car 65. Mark Hebeling, black flag out on car number 7. 4th on the field with 3 laps to go is Mike Lewis in the 3. Oh, Corkum and Melberg get together. Corkum comes out of it with the 5th position. Car 53, Roger Corkum runs 5th. 2 laps to go this time by. It's Donnie Little, Bob Flanders, Mark Hebeling, Mike Lewis, and Roger Corkum. The white flag flies, 1 to go for Donnie Little. Steve Mullins closing in on your 5th place car on the final circuit. Down the backstretch, that's the best pedal on the track. We got trouble in turn 4. Yellow and checkers on the field. Donnie Little wins it. Bob Flanders 2nd, followed by Mark Hebeling. And Mike Lewis with Roger Corkum coming across 5th. Wild finish to a good street stock feature event. Donnie Little, your winner in the 09. Ladies and gentlemen, due to curfew restrictions imposed by the town of Epping, the Strictly Stock feature and the Roadrunner feature will have to be held over until next Saturday night. Double features on tap next Saturday night for the Strictly Stocks and the Roadrunners, along with a full card of NASCAR Winston Racing Series competition. How about a big round of applause for Donnie Little, your Street Stock feature winner? Next Saturday night, along with those double features for the Strictlys and Roadrunners, NEMA Midget action, Supermodifieds. These fabulous street stocks, along with the pro stocks and the Bud Light Lightning division. On behalf of the staff and management of Star Speedway, we'd like to thank you all for coming out tonight, braving the elements. And we hope it's all warmer when you come back next Saturday night for the NEMA Midgets and Supermodifieds. Thanks for being here. We'll see you next Saturday night or tomorrow afternoon at Hudson International Speedway.